That was a long 2 weeks. How dare they make us wait 2 weeks for this episode to come out. Episode 8 of Oshinoko. We're going to be jumping into this episode right after episode 7, which genuinely was one of my favorite episodes of the show so far. I think it's possible it was my favorite of the show so far. And I think pretty much purely because of the final scene with Akane stepping out onto set and like basically starting doing her eye character, and her eyes start shining with the music drop. I think that's probably one of the best scenes of the show so far, and I say that having this show having like so many standout scenes. I mean, there's all of the Akane stuff beforehand with the whole ego surfing episode had a series of crazy scenes. Obviously in the first episode there were several pretty shocking scenes, including the main one with Ai's death. Like there have been some really standout scenes in this show so far, but something about the end of episode 7, and I've rewatched all of the episodes a bunch at this point, so I've got them clear in my head. Something about that Akane scene always gives me chills, and maybe it's just because it's such a great adaptation of that scene, and the way the music swells is so perfect, and the voice actress for Akane is amazing. Akane is an important character in the series. She always needed a good voice actress to be able to do her. I was like, when the initial episodes with her were coming out, I was like, yeah, she sounds pretty good, you know? Like, she sounds like she fits. But wow, when you hear that, it's like, I see why they chose this voice actress. Perfect. Incredible. So let's get into episode 8, coming off of that amazing episode. Let's see where we go from here and how things progress. So let's just jump into it. This is episode 8. Please support the video if you can, and I have a Patreon account where I have full-length, early access, and exclusive videos, so go check that out as well in the description below. Let's jump into it. Episode 8 of Oshinoko. Tensai desu na idol-sama.
それらを完璧に演じきる天性のセンス。リアリティ商売する性格じゃなかったみたいだけど、天才と呼ぶしか。
Ah, the way they're coloring it so it looks like different colored hair.
幽霊とか見たような顔して。
なんか元気そうでよかったけど、もう大丈夫なのか？
え？何が？
She's so good. It's really impressive how she's doing this like impression of Ai. Aqua, let's hang out today. Wow, that's all it takes. That's what you said, you. That's, yeah, the charisma you were looking for. Drawn in by their eyes. Wow, only listen to Akane. That's such an awkward thing to ask someone. Oh my god. Wow. That's a very genuine reaction. She freak character. I like how invested these two are in that. Yuki was all about getting all the screen time, but now she's excited. Yeah, you don't like it now that it's all about impressing Aqua. Careful, girls. Kana's gonna fucking drop kick you. No, she's just upset. Oh my god. She's over the moon.
でどこ行く？ディズニー？東京タワー？
学校
Disney.
サボってそんな張り切った提案する度胸がやべえな。
Batting cages?
やっぱあんた
Wait,
変わって
not even batting cages.
そうよ。裏はわざわざグローブとボールまで買ってさ。変なの。
早く投げ
That
ろ
is very weird, but oh well. You'd like to spend time with him.
私、ごめん。
いいよ。
私みたいな下手っぺじゃなくて、もっと上手な人
He
がすれば
doesn't
よかった
care about
ル
playing
ビー
catch.
とか
Close one.
その点
使えやこら。今勝ち。そろそろ収録大詰め。
なあ。
Good
一番
catch.
人気はユキ。でも最近黒川茜も調子いいみたいだし。
Hey, she's getting better. It looks like Aqua's really throwing
実
it.
際のところ
人間の思考は体の発達に大きく影響を受ける。
Mm-hmm.
赤ん坊の頃は幼児期健忘で記憶の定着が難しいし、第
Interesting.
二次成長期の思春期には周囲への警戒心の高まりをひしひしと感じた。
Huh. Yeah, he was actually getting affected by his
精
body.
神の方が
怖くて聞けなかった。あんたもしかしてさ、中二病？そういうの早く説明しなさい。痛いから。
ある程度上の方がいいのは間違いないけどな。
年上好きってこと？へ
She's 1 year older.
え。
早く投げろ。
So is Akane.
なんだよ。
なんでも
It's her rival in every field. 'Cause she's also an actress.
一番最初。
The animators
始球式
put a lot of love into every shot with Kana, and I'm very happy about it
やっぱ
since
り
she's one of my favorite characters.
黒川。
あ、いや、そんな大層なものじゃ。一応プロファイリングの本とか読んだ
I
りは
just
して
do
る
a
んだ
fuck
けど
ton of
ね
work.
いろいろ勝手な設定とか足しちゃってるし。
勝手な設定？
That's something you do with acting. You fill in the
愛
blanks.
には実は隠し子がいるとか、
Oh,
不可解だった数々の行動の理由がわかる。
oh my god. So she was absolutely perfect.
愛の思考パターンって。
Except for the fact that she had 2 children.
大体わかると思うけど。
The atmosphere is so
芸能
good.
界には何をしたかったのか、これっぽっちもわからないままだった。
Did she just reject him? Oh
黒
no.
川茜という才能はおそらく
Wow, those two
何年も
together.
一緒にいた俺よりずっと深く愛を理解して
And she rejected
行動を
him
完璧
too.
にトレースしている。関わることはなくなるだろう。
Oh.
だけど黒川茜は
Oh shit. What a monologue to have
こ
during a
こで手
kiss
放す
scene.
わけにはいかない。
Oh my god. Oh, look at her.
死んじゃえばか。
Sorry, Kana.
お疲れ様でした。
Kana said she would stop watching it as well, and she still watched it.
と一瞬だったわ。当然でしょ。
ユキとかとっかい引っかいじゃないの？
私そんな
番組で付き合えばスキャンダルにもなりようなくていいよね。
That's true.
でも
You don't keep it secret. You'd actually not want to keep it secret.
使ってほしいよ。
Yeah.
一応体裁として数ヶ月ほどカップル
Yeah, they pretend to continue dating for a bit, but
っていう悪い大人からのアドバイス。
I mean, yeah, you kind of are.
そういえば
You're a little
悪いことも
self-aware,
言っ
but
た
you're still a bit of a scumbag. At least you gave the footage over and tried to make it right.
評判いいよ。出演者とはいえそのタブーを犯したんだ。
Yeah.
イチゴプロに賠償請求を出す
Uh-oh.
話まで出たんだよ。
でもそうはならなかったでしょ。
Yeah. It's all fine. I kept up my part of the
出
deal.
演者はちゃんと契約通りの仕事をしましたよ。
Hell yeah.
来週あたり寿司でも食いに行かないか。愛についてとっておきの話をしてあげよう。
Next week? What about
開けておきます。
tomorrow?
あのさ、アクア君。 これからどうする？
This is an important talk to
どう
have.
するって。
それとも本気のやつ？
いや、別に仕事
I'm glad this is a question she's actually asking. It's
アクア
important.
君は私のこと。
女優として強い興味を持っている。これは嘘じゃない。
He likes you. Maybe not as a girlfriend, but he likes you.
一番言われて嬉しい言葉でもあるから。
Oh, and it's the work she's proudest of as well,
じ
so
ゃあお仕
that
事として
means a lot to
彼
her.
氏彼女しようね。気づいてない？ユキとノブ君。付き合い
Oh,
始めたんだよ。
マジ
that's cute.
でも撮影の時は振って。
ユキ、マジで人生初彼みたいだよ。
わかんないもんだな。
Oh, I like Yuki a lot. She's another very complex character, but
またね。
adorable.
寂しいな。
Yeah,
私、この現場めちゃくちゃ好きだった。
yeah. When you enjoy being on a set or
でも、アクタ
in
も
a
そんな
play
寂
and
しく
stuff
ない
like
かな。
that,
茜
the
の
rap
彼
parties
氏
are
だもん
very
ね。
sad.
とか言って愛の演技してる茜に赤くなってたくせに今は元気に YouTuber やってますけど。
じゃあ、うち来たら
Oh,
新生 B 小町は現在メンバー
he's
募集中
scouting
なんだ。
again. Oh, I love the music drops. Oh my god. Damn. That would make him have scouted all three members in a way. Great stuff. We've wrapped up the Love Now dating show arc of the series. So yeah, we got stuff to talk about. First, I just had to pick something up off the ground. First, Akane and her eye impression. I mean, I know I talked about it at the start of the video, but then we saw like more of it during this episode, so there's a bit more to talk about because she did it more consistently now. It was still only for, you know, maybe a total of like a minute of screen time in the entire episode, but it's still just really cool to hear because I had just before watching this video, like right before this episode came out, I was watching reaction videos of earlier episodes of Oshinoko because I watch reaction videos as well. I don't just make them, I do also watch other people do reaction videos, and that's how I got into doing reaction videos, is I liked other channels. So I was watching some reaction videos of just some YouTubers that I don't know. I don't even know what, I wouldn't even be able to tell you what the YouTubers' names were. I just saw them pop up on my suggested and I just clicked on them. So I was watching their reaction to several episodes. Episode 1, episode I think 2 I did, and then I think 6 and 7 I did. And like I was just kind of like killing time before this episode came out. And so because of that, I watched episode 1 again through that video, and so I was listening to Ai's voice again. And so when I was hearing the impression in here, I was able to compare Ai's voice with Akane's impression of Ai pretty well because I heard her voice like 15 minutes prior, you know? So, and I would say it's really, really solid. Like, and the thing is, it doesn't need to be like, it doesn't need to be necessarily an impression, but the whole point is she's embodying the charisma of Ai. It doesn't necessarily need to sound exactly like Ai, but it also actually ends up sounding really close anyway, which I think is just awesome. I think she does such a great job there, and it's a really great thing because like I know that Rie Takahashi, I'm pretty sure that's her name, but is it like, or is it Takanashi? I'm just gonna, yeah, it's Takahashi. So Rie Takahashi is the voice of Ai Hoshino, and she's a very famous voice actress. She's most notably also like, I know she's like Amelia in ReZero, and she's Megumin in Konosuba. Like she's a famous voice actress, and she's incredibly good, and she's great at like those adorable, charismatic anime girl voices, right? And so she originally, when she was auditioning for this show, she was auditioning to do Akane because she is a fan of the manga. I remember reading about this fact. I think a lot of people now know this fact. But I think it's an interesting one because of like what it says about the show. That she originally auditioned for Akane, but they thought she was more fitting for Ai, and then, you know, got her to read for Ai and found that she fit there nicely. But like the reason a really big and really talented voice actress like that who's read the manga would audition for someone like Akane and really want to go for the character of Akane is because she's a very complex character to voice. You know, she's an important character and she's complex, and there's a lot of difficulty there, but also a lot of care that you'd have to put into this character because you're playing a character who's an actor and a really, really good one at embodying, you know, characters. So I think it's just awesome to see, to see these characters, to see like this character be treated with such respect and have a voice actress. I don't actually remember. I looked her up once, but I don't remember who plays her Akane. But if I'm going to talk about her character so much, I'm going to look it up. So Manika Iwami is a voice actress. I think I've looked her up already in a previous video. Like I'm having deja vu of doing this, but she's also Toru in Fruits Basket. So yeah, she's definitely a good voice actress. Look, Toru in Fruits Basket is, if you haven't seen Fruits Basket, Toru is one of the best protagonists in a show ever for me, just because I think she is so incredibly lovable and positive that, I mean, she's an incredible character, and I know Manika Iwami did a good job with Toru. Thing is, I prefer the English dub of Fruits Basket, and I really, really adore the English dub, and she's voiced by Laura Bailey in the English dub, which is like, because Laura Bailey is just one of the most amazing people ever. But yeah, so I can't, you know, talk to her Toru performance too much because I when I rewatch Fruits Basket stuff and when I watched all of it, I watched it mostly in English dub. But she's clearly an amazing voice actress because look at what she's doing in this show. Like, it's hard to play an actor who's supposed to be good in the universe as well, because you have to embody that. You have to be at least as good as the character is, which is fucking tough, man. That's really difficult. It's easy to write a manga. It's not easy to write a manga, but if you're writing a manga, it's easy in the manga to say like, oh, she's a good voice actress and she's doing the impression perfectly and she looks like exactly like I and she sounds exactly like I and her, like, she's embodying the thing. But then you tell a voice actress, like, you have to actually do that convincingly enough that the audience goes, wow, she's embodying I. It's fucking impressive. And then we have the kiss, that they have the kiss, but the thing is, it's like a romantic kiss scene that they completely undercut with the monologue of Aqua saying, I'm going to use her. So it's like, you can't even really have the romantic swelling moment of, oh my god, they're kissing, because you have this like, oh, he's using her because of, you know, all like because of her talents and because of how close she got to Ai and Ai's personality and stuff. So that is extraordinarily interesting. But Akane is also very smart. She's a very smart girl, and she straight up sat down with him and said like, hey, what's this relationship to you? I need to know, like, is it business? Is it pleasure? Is it a little bit of both? Like, do you care about me at all? And then he's like, oh, I mean, I do and stuff. And she's like, you don't love me. I'm looking at you in the eyes. I can tell you don't actually love me. But I like that he was like, no, I don't love you, but like, I'm interested in you. I like you. I love your acting. That's not a lie. I love your acting. And for her, that's very important because that's what she cares about. I just realized this voice actress as well is about the same age as me. She's a little younger than me, which I guess that's pretty standard. I mean, I'm 25. She would also be 25 now. Yeah, she'd be 25 now. So like, yeah, this is a normal age for successful actors to be, but it also just like, it's always shocking to me seeing like really successful and really talented people be a little bit younger than me. But you know, I watch the NBA, so I'm used to that, where it's like, oh, he's 20 years old and he's like one of the best basketball players in the world. I'm like, Jesus, oh my God. Also, yeah, he scouted Memcho at the end there. He was like, hey, Memcho, you said you wanted to be an idol? I mean, we're part of an idol agency. Why don't you come be an idol? And you said you like Bikamachi, so we're making literally Bikamachi again. We're calling it Bikamachi. We're doing it again. And you want to be an idol, and you're here. And I imagine you're a free agent because you're just a YouTuber, right? So come on down. Come join us. It's really cool. And then we had a lot of Kana sadness in this episode. I love Kana so much. And it's so sad because she is... you know, she like is having to be like have this stuff thrown in your face. Like, there's one thing like seeing the guy you like with another girl. It's another thing having the guy you like with another girl on TV and everyone around you is like excitedly talking about it around you. Like, there's no way to get away from it because it's like the talk of the town. It's like all online. Everywhere you go, you're gonna be seeing it. So, yeah, it's got to be depressing. But then she has a little bit of happiness because, like, she's the person he goes to just, like, relax and talk. So it's like, oh, I am special to him. And then she watches the finale and he kisses another girl and she's like, shit, no, fuck. It's really, really sad, really depressing. Oh, man. I love Kana. Anyway, that's Oshinoko, episode 8. The show is amazing. It's so good. So thank you for watching this episode and this reaction. Please support the video if you can. And my Patreon account has early access, exclusive videos, and full-length reactions. So you can go check all of that out. And it's absolutely worth it. I also have a VIP tier where you can request a reaction and I will do it. So go check that out as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.